And we are back. This is Tales from the Cassette. I am Jeff Beach.
Joey Graves.
And this week, we are going to talk about Kiss again. And we're going to review their album, Revenge.
One of their best albums.
One of their best. And if you watched our episode on Kiss albums, you would know this ranked highly for us, and we're going to talk about it today. Our last review was Hot in the Shade, and since then we did two shows where we talked about our favorite debuts from the 80s, or from the 70s first. Sorry, my dog's like standing right here wanting attention because I'm trying to focus. So we talked about best debuts from the 70s. And then the next show, we talked about best debuts from the 80s.
Yes.
And we were unsure how those episodes would perform. But our 80s show got 118 views. Yeah. Not bad. No comments.
No comments.
No comments. Our 70s show got 43. And our 80s got 118. Still learning the whole social media thing, but it is what it is. We're at 78 subscribers now, 2 away from 80. I remember when we were at 68, so we've jumped 10 since then. Yeah. So
our trajectory is up.
We are going only one direction. Only one direction. All right, before we get to that, I was trying to think of the music news of the day. The only big thing I had, so they announced the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and nominees for 2026. Did you see that list?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was a very disappointing list, I thought.
Well, I did see the first voting.
Oh, I have not seen that.
Phil Collins by far is the number one.
Yeah.
And then In Excess is in there as well, getting some votes. But out of the poll is Iron Maiden.
Oh.
Is a little further down, a couple away from making it in. So, not that I'm a big Iron Maiden fan, or neither are you, but
no,
I think maybe they deserve it.
Yeah. So the nominees this year are Black Crowes, Jeff Buckley, Mariah Carey, I guess for the Christmas song, Phil Collins, Melissa Etheridge, Lauryn Hill, Billy Idol, In Excess, Iron Maiden, Joy Division, and New Order. New Edition, Oasis, which is one of the worst bands in the world, and Pink, Sade, or is it Sade? Shakira, Luther Vandross, and Wu-Tang Clan.
Well, they just call it the Music Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
I mean, there's several on that list that are not rock and roll.
Not. Now, the Phil Collins thing that on the voting does not surprise me. When I saw his name on the list and Peter Gabriel got in years ago, my first thought was, how is it possible he's not in for what he's done? I mean, he's got one of the most iconic songs of all time, in addition to his massive solo career. Yeah, so, I mean, which is much bigger than Peter Gabriel's.
Oh, yeah.
Since he left Genesis. The only other thing I noticed on there, they had done a good job in the last few years of picking some of the 70s bands that deserved to get in, but they had ignored for so long. So Journey had gotten in and Foreigner got in. Nothing this year. So where is Styx? That's what I want to know.
They deserve it. They do.
They deserve it. Styx should have been on this list. They seem to have gone back. I mean, there's a couple on here. I mean, Oasis and Pink. Oh, just terrible.
Yeah, Pink has some good songs, but I don't know. Does she belong in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
No. Mariah Carey? No, not unless it's just for that song, just the Christmas song, and that would be it.
Kill me now.
So I saw something the other day. I mean, Jeff Buckley had a very limited career, and people were advocating for him. So I don't get it, but
yeah.
yeah. But all right.
I think you missed some other big news of the day.
Oh, did I? Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So a few months ago, Twisted Sister said they were going to go back out on tour.
I did see this today.
I don't know, about a month and a half, 2 months ago, Dee Snider said he was not going to be able to do it. He just couldn't perform to the level he wanted to. And today they named Sebastian Bach, formerly of Skid Row, as the lead singer.
What do you think of that?
I'm going to hold my opinion until I hear or see something on YouTube with him singing.
I mean, from what I gather, it was all with Dee Snider's blessing to go do this, and they can carry on the Twisted Sister name. He is such the icon of Twisted Sister that I have a hard time. I did see that, and my first thought was, I'm not going to see that live because it's not Twisted Sister.
I would go see it I would have gone and see it with Dee.
Yes, I would have gone and see it with Dee if it was possible. I would have gone, but not with Sebastian Bach.
If I had free tickets, I'd go.
Yeah, I did see Sebastian Bach when he performed in a Broadway show, and I forget which one it was, here in Cincinnati, and he performed, was it Les Mis or something, and he was in it. I did see him in that show. Not on purpose, not like it was just because we had tickets and we went, and he happened to be performing. So all right, any other news that I missed?
I think that's it.
Seems like there was something else too, but I forgot it. I need to write these things down. Okay, well, we're going to talk about Kiss Revenge. So this album came out in 1992. For those of you keeping track, this is the last studio album before they reunited with the former bandmates, put the makeup back on, and started the whole thing over again. And really, I'd say probably saved their popularity, probably.
This was sorely needed at the time.
It was. So
even though they did have a top 10 hit with the Forever, the album before this.
Yeah, it's strange time. So as I was looking at this, and I listened to this album again in full recently, and it's a great album. It's it is both of our it's one of our favorites from the band. It's solid all the way through. Based on what they were putting out, with the previous two albums, you had Crazy Nights, lots of keyboards, not a great album. Hot in the Shade had some good hits. There was a lot of filler on there. I think when we reviewed that album, we talked about eliminating 3 or 4 songs. Would have made that album much better. So this one reminds me. So this is a much better album than those two previous. Oh, yeah. It's probably their best album since Lick It Up.
Well, do you think there are 2 reasons why that this is one of their better albums?
Maybe their producer.
Maybe Bob Ezrin, but there's also a songwriter that appears on this album as well.
Yes. Yeah, it's the first time since Lick It Up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Benny Vincent is back as a songwriter. It's interesting, as I was thinking about this album and sort of how it's so much better, but the album sales were just okay on this.
It's just gold, but that was certified back in 90, a long time ago.
Right, like but it just did okay as it was a weird time. So you're in the early 90s. Grunge is taking over everything. A lot of the rock bands are not doing great. And it reminded me of Creatures of the Night because that album was so good at the end of their career of makeup. And after that, they decided to take the makeup off, and they did Lick It Up. Increase their popularity. They were popular through the 80s. This one reminds me of that because this album is much better than what they've been doing. but it also sort of signaled that you can't keep doing the same thing.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was the debut of Eric Singer replacing Eric Carr as well, unfortunately.
Yes. Yeah, Eric Carr. The lineup would have been interesting to see how much they could have done. The timing was terrible because it was the grunge era. If it wasn't, and that just killed so many bands and their momentum during that period. If this band and their creativeness could have survived, it would have been interesting to see what they could have done later. But
they did do something later, but it wasn't very good.
Yeah, right. That's true.
Carnival of Souls.
Carnival of Souls. Yeah, that. Yeah, I mean, I always write that up to they were in the studio, and if they had really made that album, it would have been much different.
Well,
Maybe.
Here's what I look. Here's a track record. Gene really was bought into the concept album.
Yep.
And they made the Elder, which was a flop.
Yep.
Gene really bought into Kiss doing a grunge album. Came out, it was a flop.
Yep.
I mean, you may not want to listen to Gene.
No, you may not want to listen to Gene. So what was going on at around this time? So Hot in the Shade came out. After that, Eric Carr was sick. Kiss was writing songs. It was interesting. Gene was writing songs with Bob Dylan around this time. The demos from this period would be awesome to have, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, awesome. So hopefully they're out there and we see those soon. But Eric Carr was sick. So the band was asked to do a song for Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. So the follow-up to Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is a classic 80s movie, if you have not seen
it. And Bogus Journey is not a classic, in my opinion.
No, but they asked Kiss to record God Gave Rock and Roll to You, a remake of a song from the band Argent, and band agreed and brought in Bob Ezrin to help them do that. And the song was good.
And it's a good song.
Yes. And it's a good song. And the video is good. It's a good video. I think it seems like they filmed that in the same warehouse they did Forever. They look the same.
No, Forever was done more in a kind of like a Spanish themed.
They just gave it a yellow tint. They just gave it a yellow tint.
Well, it was God Gave Rock and Roll to You was filmed in a hangar.
Yeah, it was big. Floor was wet.
Yeah, floor was wet.
Floor was wet.
And there was a very sick Eric Carr. You could tell he was not 100% in that video.
So he's in the video. I believe Eric Singer played drums.
Yes.
Actually on the track. Carr shows up in the video doing the motions, but yeah, he's very sick. The song does well though. They sound great. I think they enjoyed working with Ezrin again, and that led them to put together their next album after Eric Carr passed. So he passed later that year, and they decided to go back in the studio with Ezrin and put together the next album, Revenge. So it's late 1991. And it's months since they did God Gave Rock and Roll to You. So I think that was earlier in the year. And they go back in the studio. And as you said, they have a whole bunch of different songwriters. But they have Vinnie Vincent. He's back.
He's back. And he wrote, 3 songs on the album?
Yeah, so he wrote 3 songs on the album. So we thought we'd go through the album today and talk about the songs and the production and how good it was and where we see issues. And we'll start that now. So this is a very unusual album in that, 1, it leads off with a Gene Simmons song. And 2, this Gene Simmons song is also the lead single.
Lead single. It was the first time since I Love It Loud.
Yeah, I think you're right. And if you were a big fan of the bright colors and the Kiss of the mid 80s, this was shocking to you.
This is them going back to the basic black.
Yeah, everything's black.
Except for Eric Singer's hair was a blonde.
Yeah, which was blonde. So the first blonde in the band. And this is shocking. The video was very dark. Shows the band is very rough looking, very dangerous, I guess. But the song was awesome.
It was the return of Dangerous Gene, like God of Thunder. And I mean, it was Dangerous Gene had returned, and he had to go tea, and he looked like he was comfortable once again.
Yeah, this is one of his best albums. He is thriving on this album, and Paul, who carried the band for so long, seems that he struggles a bit on this album. So his songs he's got some decent songs, but all the good songs on this album are Gene's. So Unholy is great.
Well, I have my list. We'll go down the list sometimes later, but
okay. So Unholy is great, written by Gene Simmons with Vinnie Vincent. Very dark song, very hard rock song. I love right before the guitar solo, they go into sort of a guitar drums mix, and I think it sounds like something from War Machine right there. And so, but love the song. When I was I listened to this album recently, and then I watched the video too, and so all of it's good.
Well, I love War Machine.
Yep.
But I know Unholy is a very difficult song, very high range, some parts.
Yeah.
And Gene always struggled with it live anyway.
Yeah.
But I would have preferred Unholy over War Machine.
Ah, okay.
Live in concerts, at the end of the road tour.
Yeah. Yep. That would have been good. All right. This next song, Take It Off.
Love it. Love the song. It's a great song.
Written by Paul Stanley, Bob Ezrin, and Kane Roberts, who, as I was reading, Kane is...
He used to formerly a guitarist in Alice Cooper, and he also had a couple of solo albums. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So he helped write this song. So this is I mentioned I didn't think these were all Paul's best songs, but this is a perfect Paul song.
This is a great song.
Yeah. Take It Off. He's talking about their clothes, obviously. Yeah. So it's good rock song. Lots of fun. They're having fun. That is what you can tell right out of the gate with these two songs. They're having a lot of fun. So Paul Stanley sings this one. I thought the next one was interesting. Tough Love. So another song written by Paul Stanley and Ezra, but Bruce Kulick jumps in and is a songwriting credit on this. This song actually sounds like a song that should be Gene's, but Paul's singing it.
Yeah, it's a little harder edged. On my list, it is further down. But not a horrible song, but not a filler, but just further down on my list.
Yeah, I just thought it was a very different song because it was so it's not a song that Paul typically sings.
Well, I think that maybe that's what Bruce brought that out in Paul, I believe.
Yeah. So, but it's a good song. It's just very, very different from what they've been doing with Paul. But it is a darker song, so it does sort of fit this album more than Take It Off. The next song is
Spit.
It's never been one of my favorites.
I
But
love
you love it. I do love the fact that both of them are singing and trade off on parts.
Yes.
Because they almost never do that in the 80s.
Yeah. Obviously, I love that about that song, but I enjoy the lyrics too. I mean, it's just, again, it's a sexual song, but I think they're still having fun.
Yeah. It is. Both of so it's written by Gene, Paul, and Scott Van Zen. But Gene and Paul don't write songs together very often in the band, which is unusual. And they also, they don't. I'm trying to think in the 80s, did they have a song where they sort of went back and forth? I couldn't think of one.
Not off the top of my mind. No.
Yeah. So, but yeah, good song. It's a very rock song. Again, they're rocking it out in this album. So this continues with Spit. And then we get the God Gave Rock and Roll to You. They put that on the album. I had read that it wasn't destined to be on this album, and then they included it after Eric Carr had passed. And but yeah, it was good. It's a great track. And if you are a Kiss fan, I like the album or the video because it shows the band performing, and then it starts mixing in a lot of the video from their 70s tours.
Right. And this is what kind of closed the End of the Road tour at the end of the show.
Yes.
Not them performing live, but over the speakers.
Right. The next song, and if you were flipping albums, it would be on the next side. Oh no, this is the last song on the side. Sorry. It's probably my favorite song on the album. It's Domino.
I was thinking one of the reasons why I love Tears Are Falling off Asylum is that it's different.
Mm-hmm.
One of the reasons why I love Domino is that it's different.
Yeah.
It's not, A, B, C. It's, it's maybe A, C, B, D. It's just different in the catalog of Kiss.
Yep.
And so I enjoy this song a lot.
It's totally different than you will hear on most of their albums. I thought it's funny that Gene wrote this by himself because usually when he writes by himself, it's got a certain thing to it. And this one's totally different from any of those other types of songs that he wrote, especially in the 80s. But it is such a fun song. And yeah, it's Kulik does a great job on guitar in this song. Great drumming. It's kind of a bluesy type song. Very fun. Very fun. All right, now we would flip sides. And we would start with Heart of Chrome. So this is another Paul Stanley, Bob Ezrin, and Vinny's back here. I never got the whole Chrome thing. This actually, this used to be one of my favorite songs on the album.
Really?
Just the chorus to it, I like a lot.
I can say the chorus is good, but
the rest of it's not great. As I was re-listening to it last week, I thought, the rest of it, I like the chorus. It reminds me, it's probably what Vinny, was able to do. He was always good at songwriting, and so that part of it is pretty good. So it's good. Another sort of darker Paul song.
Yeah, I was a bit disappointed in this being a Vinny song. I didn't think it was Vinny standards.
I have always wondered why it wasn't Heart of Stone versus Heart of Chrome. I just, it just seems like it would be, more natural to be Heart of Stone. But I don't know. I couldn't find anything to say it was ever meant to be Heart of Stone either. So I don't know what that seems like. Didn't they have a song like a demo, Heart of Stone?
Nah,
I don't know. All right. Well, the next song, Gene's Back. Another hard rocking, another fun song, "Thou Shalt Not."
I don't
Basically,
think it's a fun song.
huh?
I don't know if
Well,
it's a. I don't know if I would
he,
consider it a fun song.
he's having fun.
Yeah,
He's telling everybody that they're not going to tell him what to do.
right.
Yeah, he's having fun. I mean,
With
just
some
like an entire
with
album.
some religious undertones, and it's
Yes.
again, it's a dangerous gene on this album.
Right, Dangerous Gene, telling everybody, yeah, you're not going to tell me what to do. I'm Gene Simmons, and you're not. It's again, it's got another great groove to it. Yeah, it's another great song by him. It's like, where'd all this songwriting come from? And if you're watching this and you're wondering what we're talking about, go back and listen to Crazy Nights.
Yeah,
and then you'll wonder where this songwriting was back in the 80s.
Animalize.
Yeah, or Animalize, or yeah. And then we get to Every Time I Look at You, the ballad, the follow-up to Forever.
Yes, and a video for it as well, and it included Paul, unshaven Paul.
Yeah, which we had not seen.
Which we had not seen ever.
I do like the song.
Me too.
And as I was reading things about this album and all, it was on MTV a lot. This song probably could have been as big a hit as Forever, but it was the wrong time.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
If this had been in the late 80s, it'd have been a hit.
If this song had been right around the time of Forever or earlier than that, this song would have been probably massive. But it just came out around the time. It did okay. So Bruce plays bass on this song. Gene didn't want anything to do with a soft song, I guess. And the acoustic guitar. But yeah, it's by this time in the grunge era, Nirvana and all of that, then this song had no shot to sustain the band. But they did well with it. And they played this for a while in concerts too, especially when they were doing the symphony concert. Next song goes rocking again, though. Paralyzed.
Simmons and Ezrin.
Another Gene song. And all his songs sound so different on this album. Again, where was this songwriting? Now this is probably my least favorite. And I know you said you had a list. This is probably my least favorite song.
It is my last place as well.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. My least favorite.
Least favorite. But it's a strong list. So yes. I don't have a problem with the song. This is just there's a lot of good songs on this album. So and then Paul comes back with another fun song. Yes. I just wanna. And I think this
with Vinny.
With Vinny, yeah. Vinny helped do this. It's a lot of fun. Another single by the band. I think this one was, what single was this?
Third single.
Third single. So we had God Gave Rock and Roll to You, which came out before the album. Then you had Unholy, Domino, I Just Wanna, and then they did the ballad last. Yeah, so
I like I Just Wanna. The part that really bothers me is the bridge. The bridge, I guess. I don't understand that at all. And that kind of, I don't know what they were thinking. I mean, it's kind of like, I don't know. It's like a
cappella.
Yeah, I don't understand it. The song is a good song, and they just kind of effed it up with that bridge. I don't know what they were thinking.
Yeah, I think the song's good. I think the song is better live on their next live album, Alive 3.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
A lot of fun when they get that in concert. It's not one of my favorite songs. I think they were playing this some later as well, and I could never figure out why they were including this, but it's fun. The video's a lot of fun. They're having a good time. And then the last track, Car Jam 1981, which is Eric Carr recorded a demo back in his very, very early days of joining Kiss, so it would have been right around 1981 or so.
With
And I guess it is 81, isn't it? Because it says Car Jam 81.
Yeah.
But he joined it. Ace was on guitar. They went back and redubbed it. Bruce Kulick put guitar on it. I'd like to hear the Ace version. Yeah. Even though Ace has a song called Breakout, which uses this the same rhythm. And it was funny. I read that and I was like, oh, I'm going to go back. And so I went back and pulled up Breakout, and I'm like, oh yeah, there it is. But yeah, so great playing by Eric Carr. Very sad at the time because he was such a great drummer for the band. He had a lot more talent than I think the band probably used over those years.
Yeah, he could have been he could have appeared more as a lead singer. He was a great lead singer and live, and I think they could have used him more on the recorded material.
Yeah, he seemed to be a sort of underused in his time with the band, and they let him sing on the previous album. Yeah, so it'd been interesting because it's nowadays the last two albums they did, Sonic Boom and Monster, where everybody got to sing a song. They were kind of going back to that. So I think if Eric had lived, been interesting to see what that would have done with the idea of going back and putting on the makeup. Because that's what happened not long after this album.
That's right.
Yep. Then they regrouped on, Kiss Alive 3 came out, and they regrouped on Kiss Unplugged. And then not too long later, they are back on the road with Ace and Peter.
Yep.
So, and which is, I think probably good for the band. I mean, they made, they became extremely popular again.
I think it was from 96 until 2023.
Yeah.
Through 4.
Yeah. Selling out arenas. As I was reading
almost
about
another 30 years of back in makeup. Almost.
Yeah. So I think when I read about this album and on this tour, they were having like 5,000 people at a show.
I went to one of the.
I went. Yeah, I remember going. So yeah, this would have come out in our second to last year at Murray.
Yeah.
So we probably saw them somewhere down there.
Yeah. We saw them in Evansville.
Okay. Yeah. So, but yeah. So, all right, your ranking of songs.
All right. I'll go from bottom to the top.
Okay.
Paralyzed.
Okay.
Thou Shalt Not.
Okay.
Tough Love. Heart of Chrome. I Just Wanna. Spit. Every Time I Look at You. God Gave Rock and Roll to You. Take It Off. Domino and Unholy.
Nice. Okay.
And I would say it's the only album that I have Gene songs 1 and 2.
1 and 2. Yeah, I would say that I would put Every Time I Look at You a little bit lower, maybe. And but I would agree with you at the top. Maybe Spit a little bit lower.
Well, Spit 6. There's only 11 songs on the album.
Yeah. I would probably go Unholy, Domino, God Gave Rock and Roll to You. I Just Wanna. Maybe Heart of Chrome.
If I Just Wanna had a better bridge, it probably would have ranked
higher. Higher. Yeah.
It is one, like, I listen to it. It's one of those songs that just pisses me off because I know that it could have been so much better.
You need to go edit it and put the new track together and just blend that through. Send that over to our previous guest and ask him to edit that out. But I would recommend that if you're a Kiss fan, whether it be from the 80s or the 70s, this is a great album to listen to.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is definitely their best in a long time leading up to this. Probably since Lick It Up, Creatures of the Night era. and is solid all the way through. And you can tell they're just having a good time as they're doing this.
So I was thinking, how many bands, this goes back to the 70s Kiss, I guess. How many bands have all members singing?
Not many.
I know. It's like I got the Beatles, the Monkees, Kiss, Eagles.
Yeah.
I could not think of anybody else.
Yeah, where everybody has a lead type song.
Yes. Yeah.
Not everybody. I mean, you get some bands like Styx that had 3 to 4 singers sometimes.
Well, they had James DeYoung, they had Dennis DeYoung, and then they had Tommy Shaw.
But that would have been it. But I don't have any off the top of my head.
Yeah, I don't know why it came to my mind. I was like, wow, I never thought about it before. That's kind of neat.
Yeah, so highly recommend this album if you're a Kiss fan, even if you're not. Good rock album. If you just want to pick a couple songs, go listen to Unholy and Domino.
Yes.
Those
and you could throw in and take it off.
And you could throw in and take it off.
And God Gave Rock and Roll to You, and you're good.
Yeah. Go watch the video to God Gave Rock and Roll to You.
Agreed.
2. They've got 2 behind it.
Yeah. God Gave Rock and Roll to You too, because they totally like reworked some of the lyrics and all that. So that's why it's 2.
With the stuff, I haven't seen any announcements lately, but with some of the podcasts I was listening to with Universal, and where they were talking about, doing the backstage things, and they, of course, they did Kiss Alive box set last year, and they did the Dress to Kill box set. There's supposed to be some cool stuff coming. I hope they have some demos from this era.
They eventually will, yes.
Yeah. Well, I don't. They didn't say what was coming, but they said there would be multiple things during 2026. So
it would be 2026 will be the Destroyer. It'll only be 34 years.
Yeah, if they were going by years and they were trying to get it matched up, the 70s you'd have Destroyer, which they've already done.
Yeah.
The 80s you'd have. I don't think they had one in 86. I think it was Asylum in 85, Crazy Nights in 87. Right? So I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll pick an odd one.
You never know.
They did say they were going to put stuff out, so we shall see. We shall see.
Yep.
But that is our review of Kiss Revenge.
A thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Yes. Thumbs up. I meant to say at the beginning, but we have a Facebook page. We have a YouTube channel, which we talked about before. We could use your follow there. We have a Twitter page, which loved my Night Ranger post recently. We have a Spotify page as well. So like it, subscribe, share it, and give us some comments. Because we'd love to hear it.
I asked you on your Night Ranger, who liked it?
I don't know, a bunch of people on Twitter.
Oh, just a bunch of people. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. But it was just, the whole algorithm thing is hilarious, because when I do these walks and I listen to an album, and then I'll post, and I'll post whatever, and you might get a couple of likes, and then all of a sudden Night Ranger got like 50. just because I listened to the album, and I'm like, oh, and I had a bunch of comments too. Just people talking about how much they love Night Ranger. So we might need to do a Night Ranger show coming up.
I would love to do a Night Ranger show.
I think the only thing we've done.
We did rank their albums.
Yeah, we ranked their 80s albums. So maybe we need to do a Night Ranger review of one of the albums. And maybe we'll do maybe do 7 Wishes.
I love 7 Wishes.
Yeah, 7 Wishes is good. That's a good album. So maybe we'll put that on the list of things to do.
Okay.
There's a Night Ranger. There seems to be a Night Ranger underground swell coming. Somebody in my comments was going to see him in concert that day. So I don't know. Oh, that was some other news. So Journey is out on the road now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I saw the set list. They're all by themselves. No opening act. Playing Journey for a while. 20-some songs.
Well, but it's not all Arnell. Jonathan Kane's singing a few songs.
Mm-hmm. I've seen them like that.
Arnell. There's a couple of other guys in the band. I don't know who they are. They're singing lead. So
when I saw them last, they did the same thing. And the new the other guitarist they have as a backup guitarist sings some songs, especially off Raised on Radio.
Yeah.
The drummer, and you probably have seen, the drummer is an amazing singer.
Yeah, Dean Castronovo.
Amazing. In fact, he's probably the best singer they have. Best singer. He sang Mother, Father was, I think, maybe he sang one more, but he sang Mother, Father in the last show that I saw, and it was outstanding. Just amazing. Yeah, so they need to let him sing more. Yeah, he could be probably the singer. Probably just would wear him out.
Yeah.
So, but more. We'll talk Journey again another time too. There we go. 2 more shows coming. Night Ranger. Journey is here this summer. They're on my list of TBD.
Yeah. I'd go.
I know. But all right. Well, that's our show for this evening. No matter how hard we try, we always get to 40 minutes. It's all right. But I am Jeff Beach.
I'm Joey Graves.
This is Tales from the Cassette, and we will be back soon talking more fun stuff.
See ya.